Our title defense of the Carabao Cup starts tonight. In just a few hours, Manchester United will be hosting Premier League rivals Crystal Palace at Old Trafford in the third round of the Carabao Cup or the EFL League Cup. Now, it's obviously an important competition for Erik ten Hag, considering that it gifted him his first title as boss of Manchester United, and with that came a lot of positivity in the Man United faithful. So obviously it is one we obviously do want to defend, because to be honest, we are probably more favored to defend the Carabao Cup than we are to win the Premier League. Many have knocked us out of the Premier League title race, and the Champions League, obviously you don't think United should be contenders for the Champions League. So the Carabao Cup presents us an opportunity for us to think about silverware, and of course so could be the FA Cup. But cup competitions are never predictable. But what they present is always an opportunity for the gaffer to rotate players, and I expect to see that today. I hope Andre Onana is not starting in this one, because Onana has got to rest for a bit. He needs to take a break, because it has been so much going on for him in between those sticks for Manchester United. Hotspot, subscribe guys, we're on the road to 5k. I tell you, we're about 5 or 4 people away from 5k. I thank you for how far we've come. Thank you so much for subscribing. If you haven't, share these videos, and let's keep growing this Manchester United community. Of course, the growth slowed down a bit after the transfers, but it was expected. We do hope we can only keep growing as a channel, as we do hope we do continue to champion Manchester United. Now guys, so there's some bit of news. There's news that Jadon Sancho, guys, I've been gymming, I've been working out, so yeah, I had to drop this video before I head home from my workout. But guys, Jadon Sancho, there are reports suggesting that Sancho has been banished from Carrington. He has been denied access to all the facilities at Carrington. Now, this is how ruthless it's getting. It's looking so ugly for Jadon Sancho. I broke a video before a couple of weeks ago telling you how Sancho will be pushing to leave Manchester United. I think you're beginning to see the exile he's being, subjected to certainly leaves him no option but to leave Manchester United. Is it something we should be crying about? I think we've got better or more important issues, more worrying issues to worry about as Manchester United, to be honest. The lack of depth in our squad, for example, the lack of solidity. Well, if the last game is anything to go by, maybe we improved a bit. We did not concede a goal, but there is more to worry about than Jadon Sancho, to be honest. For me, there is news that Harry Maguire is out in the squad. He's back in the squad. Could he be starting? But with Johnny Evans and how he performed together with Victor Lindelof, you expect that Maguire's return will be as good as the bench. I don't expect him to start, even if we are rotating, because Johnny Evans hasn't been starting so many games. He needs more playing time to be match fit. So I would be shocked if Evans was kept on the bench for any reason, unless he's injured. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't rotate. I'm thinking Manchester United has got to rotate. Erik ten Hag has got to rotate. Give a chance to put Marcus Rashford on the bench. Give a chance to Alejandro Garnacho to run that left wing, to man it. Rasmus Højlund should be starting. Or probably Anthony Martial has played coming off the left before and he has looked decent. Can you try him there if you don't want to put there Alejandro Garnacho? Pelistri on the right needs more playing time. These are the games he should be starting. Hannibal, these are the games this boy should be starting. And you will be surprised that a second fiddle Man United could actually look more confident in disposing of Crystal Palace at OT than the main squad that we know. So for me, I think Bayindir should be starting. If there's one player who needs the rest, it's Andre Onana. I think he has had too much coming his way, too many balls coming his way, too many passing him, so many goals scored against him. Certainly for his own confidence, he's got to, I think, take some bit of rest. So this is the opportunity for him to get that. I do think though that Manchester United has got to dispose of a team like Crystal Palace in a cup where we are the champions. Now it's a tight situation we are in today to think about United and making light work of any Premier League opponent. More so Crystal Palace, that has been looking a bit solid. Crystal Palace is currently lying just a place behind us. They are 10th on the pile in the Premier League. Manchester United in 9th. You not expect them to bring a second fiddle squad. They will make a few rotations here and there, but you expect them to bring a strong squad trying to compete, because the Carabao Cup must be big for them, because it's one title they know they could have a chance to win. And they know United is a club they can bully at OT. So it's going to be a hard game. That's why there is some bit of balance expected. But whichever squad we bring, my expectation is that whichever players that will start should have the confidence to take on Crystal Palace and deal with it fair and square. So my prediction is not going to be a tight game. I don't think it should be a case of Burnley who were all over us like a body rush. They were, having many shots on goal. They were having, they were forcing Onana into a couple of saves. I'm thinking Man United should be solid enough with whichever players to contain Crystal Palace and beat them, humble them confidently. That's what I expect to see. Again, I was not convinced with Burnley, but it was a win. The Premier League is never easy. This is more of, another Premier League affair in terms of the opponent, because these are all Premier League enemies. So it can be different. There shouldn't be simple games for Manchester United. There shouldn't be games we take lightly. We can't afford that at the moment, to be honest. We are not that good. So my expectation is that Manchester United will go out there, apply themselves and beat Crystal Palace. Harry Maguire is reported to be back in the squad. Lisandro Martinez is out again. I've been here saying it before, that Martinez perhaps again vindicating why we had to change our medical team, the director of sports medicine and the nutritionist. Players are injured. You want struggle to count how many games Lisandro Martinez has started consistently for Manchester United together with Rafael Varane. So the two of them, our better centre backs, are obviously injury prone, which is not a good thing, to be honest. So my view is we've got to work to do something about these two, because they are our first choice centre backs, but they are never fit. Good enough. Johnny Evans is coming in there at 35 and playing perhaps his best football as a United player. Even at his prime back then, I don't think he was a mainstay, but he's looking like he can actually throw in a ring there to be a starter in our centre back. My thinking is this should be a game we should be able to navigate and win in a competition that we are looking to defend. If there is one competition we should be close to winning, I think it should be the Carabao Cup. We should be closer to it than we are to the Premier League, than we are to the Champions League. So we can't take it lightly. But whichever players we get in there should be able to do the work. My only thing I'm looking forward to seeing is how whoever, and I'm hoping that Marcus Rashford is pulled out, is rested, and whoever is started on the left, Anthony Martial or Leandro Garnacho, should be able to forge a good partnership with Rasmus Højlund to give us some bit of hope as we head back into the Premier League and the Champions League in the coming weeks. So for me, that's it. That's what I expect to see. My prediction of this game, to be honest, tough game. Crystal Palace can't be easy. We're at home. We won against Burnley. We should have trusted ourselves now to be able to come and deal with them. So my honest prediction of this game is Manchester United winning by 3-1. 3-1 win for Manchester United, and it shouldn't be a scrap victory. It should be a comfortable one. Go into the comment section and let me know what you think as we do wait for my match reaction that will be coming your way a bit later. But the injury situation is still there. Mason Mount is expected to be back. Sofian Amrabat should be starting for Manchester United. I do hope this should be his first full debut. This is the chance for Erik ten Hag to try him out and test his fitness. Is he match fit? This is the opportunity. So for me, expectation, Amrabat starts, Marcus Rashford out. I expect Højlund, of course, to be up front there and try to forge a partnership with whoever starts on the left. I hope Johnny Evans, of course, should be starting. Rest Andre Onana, and Manchester United, I think, will be looking decent enough, but also rested enough, and to be able to come back in the Premier League and the Champions League with more fresh feet. Rest Casemiro, for example. The man is aging, but he's playing so much football. Those are the things I expect Erik ten Hag to do. Hotspot, subscribe. My name is Webb. The boss says pressure is part of life. There will be more pressure if we fail to deal with Crystal Palace, honestly, tonight. But I don't think that's going to be the case. 3-1 is my prediction. Let me know of yours in the comment section. I'll catch you later, guys. Bye-bye.